Paris, the Louvre Museum, once considered one of the most secure structures in the world, was robbed in broad daylight. No one could believe that the kind of astonishing robberies we usually see only in Hollywood movies could actually happen right in front of everyone. Welcome back to Infinite Facts, viewers. On the morning of October 19th, 2025, the Louvre Museum opened for the public as usual. Guards were at their posts, and tourists from around the world entered the museum. By 8:30 a.m., the museum had been open for 30 minutes, when something very unusual happened on the side facing the River Seine. A truck, normally used to lift furniture to higher floors, slowly pulled up next to the museum wall. It had a mechanical lift attached to it. But today it wasn't delivering any furniture, and the people inside didn't have good intentions. The group consisted of 4 individuals. They wore yellow and orange vests, just like regular construction workers. But their faces were completely covered with black masks. 2 of them extended the mechanical lift and rose up to a first-floor balcony of the museum. This balcony led directly into one of the most magnificent sections of the Louvre, the Galerie d'Apollon, the Gallery of Apollo, a place where some of France's most treasured royal jewels were displayed. But to get inside, there was one major obstacle: a thick, reinforced glass wall. After reaching the balcony, the thieves calmly pulled out an industrial-grade disc cutter from their bags, and within seconds, sliced a hole through the glass and slipped inside. Everything happened so fast that not even the security guards realized what was going on. Moments later, the gallery alarm went off, and guards finally spotted the intruders. But the thieves did not panic. They threatened the guards with power tools and continued their work without hesitation. Following protocol, the guards began evacuating tourists immediately. Chaos erupted inside the museum. An eyewitness later said that there was complete panic. No one understood what was happening. While police and staff members were busy guiding people outside, the 2 thieves calmly shattered the display cases, grabbed 9 priceless royal treasures, and exited the same way they came in. Down below, their 2 partners were waiting with scooters. They climbed down the lift in seconds, jumped onto the scooters, and disappeared. The entire incident happened so quickly that no one had time to react. According to police, the thieves were inside the museum for only 4 minutes, and the entire operation, parking the truck, extending the lift, cutting the glass, stealing the treasures, and escaping, took a total of just 8 minutes. While leaving, they even tried to set the truck on fire to destroy fingerprints and evidence. But a brave museum staff member intervened and stopped them. The thieves then fled along the riverbank, reached the Boulevard Périphérique, Paris's ring road, and escaped through the A6 motorway. This daylight robbery became a moment of humiliation for France. But the biggest question was, what exactly had been stolen? When authorities assessed the damage, a wave of sorrow spread across France. The stolen items weren't only financially valuable, they were historically priceless. According to the Ministry of Culture, a total of 8 precious items were stolen. Earlier we mentioned 9. Yes, the thieves stole 9, but 1 was dropped during their escape. It was a 170-year-old crown belonging to Empress Eugénie, the wife of Napoleon III. While pulling it through the glass hole, the crown got stuck, damaged, and later suffered scratches when it fell onto the road. The museum director said the crown might be repairable, but the loss of the remaining 8 items is irreplaceable. Among the stolen treasures were Empress Eugénie's tiara and brooch, Empress Marie-Louise's emerald necklace and earring set, a sapphire tiara, necklace, and earring belonging to Queen Marie-Amélie and Queen Hortense, a rare piece known as the reliquary brooch. All items were from the 19th century, embedded with thousands of diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, and precious stones. These were not just pieces of jewelry, they were pieces of France's royal identity. An estimate revealed the jewels contained gold and stones worth $102 million. But considering their heritage, Even $1 billion wouldn't compensate for the loss. Interestingly, the thieves ignored the most valuable items in the gallery, including the world-famous Regent diamond, worth $60 million, and two other diamonds known as Sancy and Hortensia. This led investigators to believe that the thieves came on a very specific order. They knew exactly what they wanted. The Paris prosecutor's office declared that this wasn't a financial loss. It was a loss of France's history. But the most troubling question remained. How did this happen in the world's most visited and most secure museum? Investigations revealed shocking security failures. French media reported that in the section where the robbery took place, 1 out of every 3 rooms had no CCTV cameras at all. Even the external cameras did not fully cover the balcony the thieves used. Worse, French Senator Nathalie Goulet told the BBC that the localized alarm for that balcony had been malfunctioning for days. If it had been operational, the thieves would have been caught instantly. The museum director accepted this failure and submitted her resignation to the Ministry of Culture, but it was not accepted. This robbery raised serious concerns regarding museum security across France. And this wasn't the first time. In 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen by a museum employee who simply hid it under his coat and walked out. In 1976, King Charles VI's sword was stolen, never recovered. In 1998, another painting was stolen in broad daylight and has never been found. Now, 27 years later, another massive robbery has occurred. More than 60 Israelites, and some reports say over 100, investigators are working on the case. On Saturday, October 25, 2025, police arrested 2 suspects linked to the robbery. Around 150 DNA samples and fingerprints had been collected from helmets, gloves, and the truck. One suspect even had a previous record in gold theft. Police are hopeful they will capture all the thieves and the mastermind soon. But they have not yet confirmed whether any of the stolen items have been recovered. The museum was closed until October 22nd, and the Apollo Gallery remains shut. Authorities say this was a highly organized, professional operation, and the investigation is still ongoing. We hope you enjoyed this video from Infinite Facts. Thank you for your love and comments. See you in the next amazing video.